Hello, Gravy Timmies, and welcome back to another episode. We're never leaving kaiserredux. Actually, you know what, scratch that. We probably will leave kaiserredux soon. We will be back, though, because there's still plenty of nations I want to play, but at the same time, we probably should hyperfixate on something other than one mod. Yeah, but don't fret, my little Timothys, because there's just so much stuff to do in here. And today, we're going out east to do something a lot of people have suggested. And thankfully, don't have to worry about all the meme paths today, as this requires none of them. Can we just get a cut back to what it used to look like in base Kaiserreich when Germany, or the German puppet, just straight up owned all of southern China? Well, that is no more. The League of the Eight Provinces has overtaken the AOG, at least for now. Welcome to the League of Eight Provinces, a loose confederation that is bursting at the seams, ready to explode. All right, looking through the general staff, and I've noticed a thing or two that we may have to talk about. So yeah, League of Eight Provinces. The path I'm going to do is implementing a new mandate of heaven led by, this guy. Now, to do so means you have to go through a bit of CBT, but don't worry, that's kind of what we always do on this channel anyway. I mean, if you can't tell, well, that's just not good, really, is it? Alright, already the Anhui province has already popped on out of us, but we'll be back at some point. Just make sure you keep that mustache around, because I want to talk more about that. Okay, now here comes the difficult part where we now have to fight everyone that explodes out of us. Okay, so I've gone ahead, I've rushed down the Shandong up there, which wasn't land I even had in the first place. We're just going to ignore the south for a little bit until I now deal with these guys here. Alright, here's the current situation. Not looking bad at all. Pro tip, by the way, if you just train up some units before the war starts, you can't actually train them during, by the way. So if you just get them going beforehand, you can get a few out. Right, thankfully, the Anqing are also just straight up award the Mingnan insurgency down here, so they are getting a little bit caught in the crossfire, which is fine with us. Okay, we've pushed into that province, they capitulated, and we now have one united front here that we can just push against. That's right, baby, average Chinese civil war, smoke opium and billions die. Alright, now we've stabilized the realm, we now need to proceed to stabilize it further because everybody wants to kill us. Hey, goodbye, political power. I hardly knew you. I had the option to demand the national leadership, and now I'm going to demand the Lang Guang clique submission because I'm going to need their land pronto. Okay, unsurprisingly, they said no. That was a mistake. Oh, and there we go. A little bit painful, but the earlier we did that, the better. If you leave any of these guys to build up, they come back way more of a pain. And that does also put us on the border with Germany Asia over here, which will be good for us because as soon as we get to, I think, 40% market liberals, we're gonna have a bit of a change in government. First, though, I've still got plenty of provinces to integrate and unrest to deal with. Okay, there you go. That is the last one we have to do for that. We've still got to integrate a few things, but I'm not gonna worry too much as I think it's now time to beat up the Hunan clique. Oh, I'm at the fun part of the land war in Asia where there's no supply and I have to push it a mountain. Thank you, though, for whatever that is. That was fun. You had land war in Asia and no supply mountains. How about land war in Asia with no supply mountains and across a river? Oh, we're gonna have to take a rain check and going into the Szechuan sauce clique because Emperor Pui himself with his cool shades, may I add once again. He's trying to get me to join his little alliance, which I don't want to do. And I'm pretty sure if I say no to, he'll get a war goal on me. So, you know, Uno reverse card. Where do I get my war goal on him? There it is. Demand submission. I guess it's the perfect time to do it because these guys just actually declared war on them too, and they do have a war goal on me, or I'd go stab these guys in the back, but I guess we're just gonna go in on Pui and take his sunglasses. He truly did not stand a chance. I don't know what's happening in Wuchang. I'm just not going to question it, really. How are you there? We have to rush into Beijing, though, because the Shanxi has also gone in on them. So I guess it's just the battle royale for this guy's team. Shade. That's beautiful already. Best part was Tibet and the Sanma were also in this, so we get their land as well. And now we got a much better angle to take down the remaining Chinese warlords. Oh, it does also mean we got a lot more to integrate again, but we're just gonna forget about that for a minute. We'll get around to that. Right, we're immediately just gonna go in on these guys while they're reorganizing. Perfect. And you know what? Finally, I think it's time we opened up the interior to the Germans. Now, the German capitalists are flooding in. The board of directors will be taking complete control. And with that complete, we now have Alexander von Falkenhausen himself in charge of the entire quote-unquote country. I'm not too sure we can call it that at the moment, though. It's more of a bank. Weird, supermarket. A lot of things could be used here to say what this is, but country, I'm not too sure. Alright, nice. So the last one we have is the Shanxi, but I did get a non-aggression pact with them in case they were to declare on me when I was taking it down Pui, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for him, but that does not matter, because look at it. It's beautiful. Okay, this is gonna be absolutely horrible, but I can put the capital in Qingdao, which I guess if we're going fully German here, we're going to LARP. Alright, now sadly we don't have much time to lick our wounds and kind of recoup here. We need to immediately get ready as the Fengjian government is about to come in with... Oh, and yep, the Japanese are going in on the Germans, and I am hopefully not going to get dragged into that one, although I don't think it matters. Oh, actually, hold on. Uno reverse card. Uno reverse card did not play off quick enough, so we're going for another tussle. My army at this point, though, is pretty darn battle hardened and also very cheap for me to run because it's just artillery and some guns, so I don't think they're going to stand too much even with these forts here. And our economy is slowly ramping up, and as soon as it does, I'm going to actually make something good. Probably some planes first. Some good amount of cash could do wonders over here. Yep, until we figure out the plane situation, though, we're doing the good old, old version of CAS. Human wave offensive. Alright, we got the breakthrough we needed, which means the human wave offensives can stop. For now. Nice! Okay, the real question now is, will Shanxi actually go about and be the only person to accept my submission? Nobody has done it yet. Oh, okay. Well, yep, someone finally accepted. Okay, so we did have two options for our leadership. We can go with the Commissioner's Triumph or Corrupt Supremacy, which would turn us into some sort of cyberpunk dystopian factory in the East, which I didn't do this time. Maybe I'll come back and do that one option, but I feel like the Chinese people here probably have it bad enough already. Our industry, though, is really starting to pick up nicely, considering we had like 4 civilian factories the entirety of the first part of the game, so I'm excited to actually be able to do stuff. Okay, one focus later, we're now officially the AOG. There it is, back from the dead, and we also got a brand new color on the map. Nice! Really not too happy about what's happening down here in Southeast Asia, though, considering that's my German ally there, but not too sure. Okay, was ist das best in mein Leben? AKA, what the hell do we do now? And I'm going towards greater ambitions, baby. Oh, well, I was doing this for Germany, right? I don't think there's gonna be a Germany anymore. Yeah. Definitely gonna have to figure this one out. Oh, well, you know what? If there was any time to go out, I feel like now would be the best time. Okay, so with the collapse of Germany, I think I could just let them annex my entire country if I do this, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tell them to go look somewhere else to hide out while their empire collapses. So, I imagine this is gonna look a little bit awkward for me over here, huh? So we have a variety of options to choose who to put on the throne of this empire that we've clawed together, considering the death of the old empire that we were fighting for in the first place. So, you know what? I've got no better person to put on the throne than the guy who just lost one. Oh, actually, now that I say that out loud, don't actually narrow it too much, considering a lot of people lost their thrones over here. Well, either way about it, there you go. The Chinese Kaiserreich Well, you know, my Emperor, you didn't have to wear that, but you showed up anyway, and I can't send you away now. Oh, I got all the German generals after they capitulated. They've all just flooded on over. Well, I'm most certainly gonna need them, because we are now gonna fight the Japanese as they are in control of the legation cities. So, yeah, can't be having that one. Okay, so evidently going to war with the Japanese is gonna be pretty tricky, because I don't have much in the way of a navy, if you can't tell. So the old operation to kind of seize all of these ports that are Japanese is going to be a tricky one, because I also need to push them out of Korea, which is pretty stacked up, Port Arthur, and then also deal with naval invasions and the Southeast Asian front over here. Yep, it's going to be a little tricky. All right, so we're going to get a couple refineries going, and then as soon as they are done, we are going in. Okay, we are prepared and ready. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so number one most important thing is we really need to take these ports. If we get those sorted, we can then take an entire army and put it on this little border down here, which I imagine is going to be a bit of a problem. All right, that is one hell of a catch we just got in Shanghai. You know, I think that's gonna hurt. Right, and the Korean front has just collapsed completely. I don't know how many troops Japan actually has. Only 59 to 143. I'm assuming it's more in the middle, around like 70. So I think we have actually just destroyed them in that one encirclement. Okay, Japan is asking for a peace deal just as I got another 20 units encircled in Korea. I mean, come on. Yeah, come on. Now, the only reason I'm questioning whether or not to accept this peace and get on the road to saving the homeland is simply because Southeast Asia is not in this peace deal, I think, which means we don't get all these resources. But at the same time, I'm probably rolling so much in the factories at this point that we don't need it, and I can just build my own rubber. And you know what, I guess if it comes to it, we can go ahead and come back for Japan anyway, preferably when we have a navy. There you go, made sure I crushed that encirclement though before we did. 1 million casualties, perfect. I might be back in the future, Japan. Oh yeah, also I have no way to actually annex these guys, so I'm gonna have to do it in the console. Yeah, sorry, I just I got fed up of them just being in the middle of my nation. But there you go, we've won the war with Japan, and now we really need to figure out what the... Well, actually, to be fair, it looks like the syndicalists are going to be on my border in no time whatsoever. But yeah, how the hell do I get over there? Also, well done, Pacific States of America. You're yellow. Big and yellow. Yeah, how the hell am I gonna get back into Europe? I don't know. We are so far away with no navy. Yeah, we don't even have a faction as well, which, you know, that I think we're supposed to be in the Reichspakt, but that don't exist. All right, yep, they are quite literally now on my border. All right, thankfully they're still gonna have to get through Transmore to get to me, other than this Mongolian stuff. So I think what we're gonna do is try and get to their border. Not exactly the best terrain to be pushing through, but that has just been the entire game really for us. Oh yeah. These guys did not stand a chance. So yeah, securing India is going to be pretty huge for me for the simple fact, if you can't tell by the faction map mode here, as soon as I get that path into India, it is a straight march all the way into Europe because they are so huge. Ain't going to be a easy march all the way into Europe there, but it is our best shot that we have. Okay, well, I only actually managed to go into Bengal there, and they capitulated completely, so I imagine they didn't even have this stuff caught. I mean, Madras isn't needed at all, but, you know, while we're here. Alright, it's gonna be one hell of a march west. You could say a long march. Okay, our justification is ready. Are we ready, though? I'm not 100% sure. A big thing I'm worried about is, that I didn't realize, is Indonesia is in the Third International, but I'm hoping they're kind of caught up with the Entente that I don't have to worry about them, because I have enough to worry about. Here we go. Oh, there are so many people joining that war. That just lagged my game a little there. Oh, I just realized I unlocked a whole bunch of stuff down here as well. I'm assuming when the Germans capitulated. Yep. It's my bad. This definitely would have helped me out, but, you know, I guess we've already got our plan for how we're gonna do it. Oi, did someone say naval invasions? Alright, just means I get to thin out their massive amounts of units. So, you know, it's not as bad as it looks, guys. We may be a little outnumbered. Yeah, although at the same time, from all the naval invasions, them grinding up on me and taking a few bits of land and encirclements, I've already caused 5 million on the French. Yeah, you know, 2.4 million on the Italians, 1.2 on the British. Yeah, we're 1.6 million on the Ukrainians. We've invited you guys. Okay, now I am keeping the fleet that I've built over here, which is just mostly some metal light cruisers and a couple destroyers, nothing fancy, just to protect the shore over here, because I cannot be bothered dealing with naval invasions over there, and instead to guard the seas over in India so I can push. Gonna need some submarines. All right, boys, we're moving, and we're moving quite efficiently too, because I've got my light tanks out, and because they are just so out of supply, we are just overrunning them left, right, and center here. They just got nuked. Who are they even at war? Okay, there are quite a few people because they're in the Entente. Not a good place to be right now. All right, we definitely got them on the ropes now. And as soon as we pass through Turkey here, we just have a straight shot into all of Europe, which I'm so happy about. When you think about it, Germany, or the German Empire, fell quite a long time ago. Imagine hearing it's back and the emperor looks like this. All right, I'd say welcome home soon, but technically we haven't ever been here. Yeah, also, for whatever reason, the land flipped back to the Ottomans straight after, and that's just getting naval invaded. So I'm just not going to worry about that. Okay, absolutely powered through Europe for the most part. Took every brain cell I had, and it hurts everywhere now. But if we finally capitulate the French and the British, we are gonna be done. Okay, there you go. Once again, capitulated to the wrong person, and I'm probably gonna have to come back and deal with this, but that's not my problem right now. I just need to capitulate the Union of Britain. I was gonna say the UK, and I'm free. I brought the old fleet over, and with my naval bombers, it's clapping everything in the channel, so I just need to wait for all these to be ready, and we're gonna pop in. All right, we got the land there, and the other army gets to deal with what we could say was, you could have seen this coming. Oh, it has been a very, very long journey, but I am so glad to see the end of it. Oh my God. It's done. There we go. It's not exactly the most beautiful looking empire in the world, especially because it's a bit disjointed, but yeah, I want to die. All right, okay, just before we go, I guess I'll do this. There we go. These are the new borders of the world. Not exactly the best. Also, when we I liberated the Germans, well, I got an event for it. It took all the generals back, so you're looking a little empty down here. Hey, but the empire is looking pretty damn good for what it is. I could keep going and take down everyone else, but it's 1949, and that war was just very brain-numbing, so I'm done for now. Hey, but if you enjoyed the wild ride, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button down below, little Timothy, or else this guy's gonna visit you in your dreams, and you don't want that.